Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Jim Skadanis,
Steve Bond,
and Steve from Northern Districts for the T20 Cricket Illawarra Johnson Legal T20 finals at Dalton Park between the University Club and the Northern Districts Club. So we welcome you. The toss was won by University and they have elected to bat.
I think it's going to be a good game today, Jim. I think both teams are in good form, and it'll be good to see what both sides produce out there today.
Yeah, both teams have done very well in the throughout the series in the T20. Two traditional Wollongong clubs vying and playing hard. Should be a great day. So we're looking forward to a tight game, just like the third grade, which just completed. Kira scored the runs with 3 balls to spare. So let's hope for another tight game for both teams.
Yeah, that was a very good game between Kira and Wollongong. So, yeah, here's hoping this game is equally as exciting.
University batsmen will be Gavin Barlow and Shivan Chaturvedi. They'll be opening the innings for University, and we'll let you know which end, the northern or the southern end, each is batting. Gavin will be batting without a helmet, and Shivan with a helmet to make it easier for us.
And there's the Northern Districts lineup. It's a good mix of experience and youth. We were just saying the other day that it's either 30 years and over or less than 20. So good balance there in the side of experience and youth, and hopefully that all comes together for the Butchers today.
Congratulations to Kira Treatment, very play. Thanks to Darwood, thanks to Wollongong, thanks to Badger Boys for another great game. It's always close, so thanks for that, thanks to the umpires, Lewis and John, and thanks to Glenn for putting on a great day. To my boys, it's been one hell of a weekend. Well done, we stuck to it to the end. Thanks to Phil for scoring, and also thanks for our supporters. First and second boys came down, so thanks very much. So I'll talk about our boys now. Horse. Scott Henry. David Ryan.
We're back to batsmen. Looks like Northern Districts is opening.
Yeah, we're going to have Isaac Warburton starting from the southern end here at Dalton Park.
Our umpires, Steve Say and Frank Chachi.
Two of the best in the district, I reckon, Jim.
Well, that's a good call. They've been around for quite a while. And that will be Gavin Barlow will be taking strike. And Sahil Pathania at the non-striker's end. So we're all ready. Umpires ready, giving a signal to the scorers.
So is this Isaac Warburton's one of our young juniors coming through, and he just dedicated his match today to Megan. So if you're listening out there, Megan, Isaac's going to do it all for you today.
Wicket keeper is keeping up to the stumps for Isaac. First ball left.
Nice little start there. It's always good to have a nice dot ball off the first ball.
Strong appeal there, but it was going down the leg side, according to umpire Say.
Yeah, good start there from Warburton. Attacking the stumps, forcing the batsman to play a shot.
Yeah, he's keeping the ball up, isn't he? And there's first runs for the innings. Just a little clip to mid-wicket.
Good little bit of fielding there from Pat Rees, showing off his cannon early, making Rob Murphy, the wicketkeeper, work to get that ball.
And Sahil Pathania now. Yes, just a nice little clip through the mid-wicket side again, playing slightly across the line there.
Once
so I
again,
think the bowling at the moment is pretty straight.
Yeah, it's very good, and I think that's the key here in the early overs. Attack the stumps, really put the pressure on the batsman.
Ooh, there's a wide. Still trying to keep the ball up, but Steve, so...
Yeah, I think that's a good tactic here at Dalton Park. It's generally a pretty batsman-friendly type of wicket, so...
Oof. Going for a big shot. This is a boundary. Behind backward square leg there. I think that ball was just a little bit astray that time, and Gavin Barlow hoiked that over square. So a very good start to an over. Unfortunately, that boundary just makes it a little bit tougher for the bowling side.
Yeah, Warburton just missing his length there, giving a bit of a full toss.
He missed that one, and it's called a wide. Must have been just down the leg side. Umpire Say calling that a wide, so that's 2 wides this over. A bit of bounce there, Steve, this time.
Yeah, a bit of a change up for Isaac there. That was his quicker ball, and yeah, did get a bit of lift out of the wicket. That's none for 8 after the first over there.
Yeah, I'd say University would be pretty pleased with 8 runs off the first over.
Yeah, definitely, considering there are a fair few good deliveries there. Just let himself down in a couple of spots. It looks like it's going to be Ryan Davidson to bowl from the northern end here. Ryan can be a bit of a difficult customer at times. Lots of changes of pace. Really makes the batsman force the issue. So it'll be interesting to see how he goes today.
So there's 2 men. There's a deep long on, and there's a, I don't know what we'd call cow corner, deep mid wicket, and the rest of the players in. Just 2 men out. Let's see how we go. quick single taken there. Actually a very nicely flighted delivery that time.
Yeah, he's a very tempting bowler here, Davidson. He really gives the batsman a lot to think about.
Bit shorter this time, but the batsman missed. Oh, and it's a wide. Umpire Chachi calling a wide. Must have been a fair way down the leg side. And consecutive wides, but this time outside the off stump. To the credit of the bowler, he is trying to throw the ball up. So
yeah, I think you could see from the first wide there, he got a lot of swing. So it might be a little bit difficult to control out there at the moment.
Oof. That was close. Even though I think it came off the pad. He was down on one knee then, going for the sweep shot, but missed it. Bit of bounce. And another good line delivery there. Not much the batsman could do about that one unless they were going to sacrifice their wicket. This time it was pitched up, but it was a full toss, and Gavin took toll of that one. 2 runs.
Yeah,
down.
fielded on the boundary there by Daniel Wark.
Still, to his credit, still trying to throw the ball up. That one was just a little bit overpitched. And this one was a bit short this time, but very well fielded at mid-off. Cut off probably a certain boundary.
Yeah, that was Isaac Warburton. Great fielding.
So it's 6 runs off the over so far. And another well-flighted delivery. Actually a pretty good over that time.
Yeah, not bad there from Ryan. 6 off. Pretty happy with that in the power play type of situation, particularly here at Dalton Park. It's a big field and it can be quite hard to defend runs here, so good little over there. Isaac Warburton's going to continue, and let's hope he's calmed down a little bit after his first over and gets back to that excellent line that he was bowling his first couple of balls.
So we've got a slip, we've got a square leg. Just a little bit short that time, and allowed Gavin to just get on the back foot, and I think it's gone all the way behind backward square there. Just a little bit short that time from Isaac.
So just having a look at the replay here. Yeah, as you can see, just a little bit short and a little bit leg side.
Yeah.
Just trickles away to fourth
Just
ball
makes
there.
it to the boundary.
He's bowled him.
And he's played on. There you go.
Much better delivery there from Warburton. I think you could see it was a bit of a premeditated shot. He was looking to take him to the leg side for a sweep. Didn't get the ball for it and was paid the price.
Yeah, no, it's good. Well-flighted delivery. And Gavin Barlow, he's out in the 3rd over. There's the replay. Look at that. That happens in cricket. Bit unlucky, but that's the way it goes.
It does. And like I said, Jim, I think he was premeditating that leg side sort of shot, and the ball definitely wasn't there for it.
Yes. He made a brisk 12 runs, Gavin. So University 1 wicket down. 1 wicket down for 21. 1 wicket down for 18 rather.
Yeah, I think it was a excellent time for a wicket for Northern Districts. A couple of loose balls that have been punished, and to get a wicket in the power play is always good. And
yeah, new batsman Liam Perlow is in now. He's been one of the leading run getters for this club this year. He's in pretty good form at the moment. He scored 80 runs.
Excellent ball there from Warburton straight up. Really attacking the stumps, making the batsman defend there. Oh, another good ball. Excellent pressure in the field there from Jamie Phillipson.
Yeah, he's found a pretty good length here, Steve, at the moment. And after a wicket like that, the batsman's just not taking any chances at the moment.
No, I think you know how it is, Jim, in cricket. A wicket gives you a lot of confidence, and you can see that in Isaac now. All of a sudden, it's back onto that line and length. He's not missing anything, nice and tight. Let's hope he can continue it through the rest of the over for the Butchers side of things.
That's a lovely shot through the covers. That's a classic cover drive. 4 runs, very well hit.
Yeah, that's an excellent shot. So it's 3 overs gone. 1 for 22 for Uni. Yes, Davidson continuing here.
And he starts off with a wide, unfortunately. University 1 for 22 in the 4th over. There's a nice back foot shot. And it's going to be close, but very well run.
Excellent fielding out on the boundary there from Jamie Phillipson.
Yeah, had to make a lot of ground, didn't he? Did well. But also well run by the batsman. It's a bit short. Got away with that one, I think, Steve.
Yeah, definitely. Lucky dot ball there for Davidson, but got to take it when you can.
Indeed. That time much more pitched up that time, but batsman playing across the line, couldn't get it away at all. It was well fielded at mid-on there, a shortish mid-on. Played off the back foot again for 1. Now the batsman is Donald Hearn rather than Liam. Apologies for that. Didn't quite make that out. Slight change in order there of the batting. And Donald to face his first delivery. Pitched up. Yes. Just played through the line. A full toss in the end and just got away with 1 just to close to mid-wicket. It's well fielded. Good ground made.
Yeah, Davidson not quite finding his length there.
Much better delivery.
Yeah,
Batsman coming down the wicket, but couldn't get to that one. Well bowled.
Excellent finish to the over there, and looks like only 5 runs from it, again in the power play.
Yeah, University now 1 for 27 after 4 overs. Probably reasonably happy, but probably a couple of shots that they've missed. You know, could have been slightly more, but reasonably happy with that score, I would say.
Yeah, I think both sides would be happy with where this is at the moment. A nice early wicket for Northern Districts and a solid run rate so far for Uni. We've got Warburton to continue from the southern end here. Oh, excellent delivery there from Isaac. definitely looking for his second wicket here. Really put the Butchers in front if he can get it.
Bit short that time. Ooh, and it's a misfield there at point. Ball came through pretty quickly then.
Yeah, it sure did, and it's always be a little bit tricky when you're on the wicket square.
Yeah, it looked like it bounced off that dark patch there, Steve. So
a good shot from the uni batsman there, Hearn.
that's a nicely played on drive. Looks like they're going to get 2 here. Well fielded and well done, but well run, the batsman. Good cricket all round there.
Yeah, it was.
Good shot, good fielding. Lovely work by the bowler behind the stumps. Everything was done right then.
Yeah, it was an excellent throw. Young Tom Williams on the boundary. He's very quick and a good arm.
It's nicely played. Just a little back cut there at the height of that bounce. It's getting good bounce at the moment.
Yeah, I was just thinking exactly the same thing. Definitely getting a lot of bounce out of this wicket.
Nice flight again.
It's not something that you'd normally say about Dalton Park. It's normally a get on the front foot type of wicket. But yeah, definitely a lot of bounce here for the off spinner.
Bit short this time, but gets it through backward point. There's no fieldsman there. It's unlucky. It was a valiant effort, but it's gone through backward point down the boundary for 4. Nicely played shot.
Yeah, just missing his length again there, giving the batsman a bit too much. Excellent shot there to put that away.
So after 5 overs now, 1 wicket down for 35 runs. So they're averaging 7. So they're on pace here for 140. If it was to keep the same scoring rate going.
Davidson continuing from the northern end here. He's bowled a pretty good spell here so far. 2.1 overs only for 11. Be nice for him to get a wicket here. Be well deserved.
Yeah, no, he's done very well. I have to agree with that. It's very, very well. That's a bit short that time, but it's well wide. And it's called by umpire Chachi.
That's probably been his only sort of mishap today. He's bowled a few wides. Not a normal thing for Ryan.
Bit short that time. Got away with it. Hit very powerfully along the ground, but straight to mid-off. Well fielded. Looks like another wide, yeah. Just a little. But he's, to his credit, he's trying to keep the ball up, so, you know. And there it is. It's going to be tight and well run. Just a little nudge backward of point.
Yeah, good cricket all round there. Good ball, good shot, good fielding.
Umpires say they're just adjusting the stumps, making sure everything's right. And game ready to resume.
Oh, very good ball there from
again.
Davidson.
A little bit short, but outside off stump, and batsman not being able to take full account of that at all. It's in the air. It's a bit of a shot to cow corner there.
Yeah, 2 bounces to the fieldsman Wark there.
Yeah.
Davidson a little bit unlucky there. He didn't get a bit more elevation on it.
Could have went straight to the fieldsman had he done that. Last ball. famous last words. He's got to bowl that one again. Another wide, outside off stump.
They're just not quite getting it right there. Like I said earlier, I think he's getting a fair bit of swing. Catch. Oh. And there's a run out.
Now there it is in cricket. There is
The old tap-on run out.
the unluckiest way to get out. Ball was hit, was smashed. The bowler got a hand to it. The University batsman Donald Hearn was he wasn't far out of his crease at all, but could not get the bat down in time and given out by the umpire.
It's a bit of a lucky play, but I do have to say Davidson's one of the few guys at training who you see practice that. Any ball that gets hit back here at the nets, he's always looking for the tap on. So
There it is. Look
excellent
at that.
result there for
Look at
Northern
that.
Districts, and very unlucky for University.
It is. But that's cricket. That's the way it goes. And that is now the end of the power play.
So we'll just see the replay here. Powerfully hit back. Little touch from Davidson. And that's the wicket.
Yes. Yes, that's a good one when you're playing like this. That's the type of luck that you would like and need at times. It could be a game changer.
Yeah. And just while we wait for the batsman, I'd just like to give a shout out to all Northern District Cricket Club's fans in the UK. I know there's a lot of you out there. Hopefully you're all watching the live stream, particularly the boys from Disley. And I'm sure Tom Hartley and Jamie Stevens, you're also watching out there. It's hope you guys are enjoying it and have good memories of your times out here with the Butchers. So we've got Tom Williams bowling from the southern end, taking over from Warburton. Young all-rounder for the Butchers, 15 years old, coming through the ranks. He's definitely destined for big things, young Tom.
Liam Perlow has made his way to the crease now. So the change of bowling, a bit of pace now coming from the southern end. And there's a quick short single. It's a bit nippier coming through there now, Steve.
Yeah, he's definitely got a lot of pace, particularly, like I said, for a kid who's only 15. He doesn't mind giving a few short balls too, so we'll see what he puts down here.
Oh, it's sliced. It was a bit short, and the batsman, took full toll of that. It went behind. It was a screamer. He had a great attempt, one-handed, left hand, but the ball raced and then raced past down to the boundary behind backward point there.
Yeah, Brad Rutledge at full reach. Just unfortunate he didn't hang on to that. And then Ryan Davidson on the boundary just couldn't rein it in.
Would have been an absolute screamer, but he had a great attempt at it. Just a bit of a false start there. Nicely glanced down the leg side. Wicketkeeper retrieves.
Yeah, leg by there in the end.
Oh, okay.
It's a better ball by Tom, attacking the stumps. I think that's where he's at his best.
I think the university team would be reasonably happy, but they probably could have done not having lost that wicket. Maybe one down at the power play might have been okay.
And they've given that as the one ball over the shoulder.
Yeah, that was pretty short, as you suggested, Steve. Something like that would happen. It's nicely bowled.
Yeah,
Good length.
Good little finish there from Tom Williams. Considering he went for a boundary, to only go for 5 for the rest of the over, it's quite handy there for Northern Districts. But Uni still keeping that run rate above 6, and I think on Dalton Park, keep your run rate above 6, go a long way to winning the game. It's going to be another change of bowler. Captain Ralston bringing the changes. It's going to be Jamie Phillipson from the northern end. It's another young player for the Butchers, young leg spinner. He's 16 years old and very talented.
And you can see this keeps happening, and it's happening worldwide now. Spinners are doing very well in the T20 format.
Absolutely, and that's the lucky thing we've got in this second grade side for Northern Districts is we've got 3 young spinners, all very talented, and they're definitely going to make difficult work for University here.
So there's a bit more protection now. Got a deep cover. Nicely bowled.
Excellent fielding from Mark Ralston, the captain there. It's about time he got himself in the game, I think.
So we've got a deep cover. What have we got? We've got a long on. We've got a deep mid-wicket. And so there's 3 men out at the moment. All others inside the circle. That was sliced backward of point. Could have actually gone anywhere, that delivery.
Yeah, very, very lucky there that didn't go to hand. But good fielding in the end from Rutledge. And Jamie Phillipson's actually the leading wicket taker for this team. So it'll be interesting to see if he can grab a few poles here.
Nicely bowled, good flight, and very well played too by the batsman that time. Straight down the wicket. Once again, good flight, right on line. Batsman having to play straight and having to defend there.
Yeah, excellent bowling here from Jamie. I think it's also a good field. Definitely defending where the big shots can come from, but also enough guys in the game attacking that any poor shot will hopefully be taken. But also not too bad here from the Uni batsmen, taking their time. They're 2 wickets down. They've got some runs on the board. It's get yourself in type of situation and attack in the later overs.
Oh, that's it. Very well bowled. That possible that was a wrong un? Has he bowled a wrong un, Steve?
He does have a very handy wrong un. It's very hard to pick.
Not sure whether he played this on or whether he didn't pick a wrong un because...
We'll just wait for the replay here to get a good look at this. Here it comes. Just the slider, just slid straight on, take middle stump.
Yeah, did. Took the top of middle stump as well. Very well bowled. Batsman on the back foot then. Perhaps he should have been on the front foot.
Yeah, I agree with you there, Jim. He probably should have got forward to that one. He played the 2 balls before it quite well, getting forward, and then maybe felt the pressure of a couple of dot balls and picked the wrong one to go back.
Really puts Northern Districts in the ascendancy here. That was a wicket the University could do without. It was just well bowled. So these spinners are doing very, very well, especially that young gentleman. Lee Sproul now coming out to bat.
I think Lee, he's the key wicket here for Northern Districts. If Northern Districts can get Lee out cheaply here, I think they'll go a long way to winning the match. But on the other side, for University, if Lee can get away here, he's definitely their match winner. It's going to be Williams to continue from the southern end.
Yes, he's certainly very experienced. Doesn't mind the ball coming on either.
Definitely a fan of the cut shot, Jim. I wouldn't be surprised to see 2 or 3 blokes around that point gully area when Lee's on strike.
Yes. That's first delivery. I think, looks like off the pad. Yeah, off the pad, leg by there.
Yeah, good ball again there from Tom Williams.
And this brings Lee to face the pace. Batting, yeah, long way out of his crease.
Yeah, a little bit surprised at the moment that there isn't another guy in that point area. They have a guy at third man, one at deep point, and sort of a catching gully.
He's probably a good half metre outside his crease at the moment in his stance. Oh, he's been given. That looked a long way down the wicket, but he's been given. Must have been a very straight delivery.
Yeah, it was definitely very full.
And it was
right
full
up there
and
at his
hit
toes.
low.
So we'll just have a look here. We'll wait for the replay. But yeah, Tom Williams definitely likes to attack the stumps. It's either at the stumps or at your head with Tom, I think. So we'll have a look here. But that's a massive wicket for Northern Districts.
Well, Lee was trying to play it.
Oh yes, that looks very full and very straight.
You know, he played across the line, then trying to run it out to mid-wicket and paid the penalty, unfortunately.
Yeah, I think you're
good
right.
Good straight
there, Jim.
bowling.
Definitely trying to play too square.
So University now is in a bit of strife. That's their fourth wicket. Fourth wicket down for 48 runs after being originally 1 wicket down for 34.
That's the thing about this University side. They do have a lot of depth in their batting. So there's still a lot of work to do here for Northern Districts. But as we've seen in many of the finals before this, they've quite often been low scoring in second grade. Sometimes a score of around 90 to 100 can be a winning target. So there's still a lot to go in this game.
Skipper Glenn Lee is in now. And University have to steady this ship because 4 wickets down, you know, and only 8 overs down. The skipper, Glenn's been doing reasonably well. He's averaging 16 and a half in the T20s. And first delivery, short, went for the big swipe.
Yeah,
missed it.
Glenn's definitely another batsman that Northern Districts will be targeting. He put on a good innings with Lee Sproul in the semi-final to get University home. So Northern Districts know this is another key batsman to knock over.
Yeah, he's been in some good form, but he's going to have to take a few deliveries.
Oh.
He's been given.
Once again, that looked full and straight. Lee was on the crease. So we'll have a look at this replay, but excellent bowling here from Tom Williams. He's really come on and provided that strike power that Northern Districts needed.
It looks like it might have hit the back leg.
Yeah, you're right there, Jim. Back leg. Probably hitting middle stump. Excellent bowling there from Williams.
Well, this over. This is a splendid over, and it's really taking its toll on the University team.
I think for Northern Districts it's important that they stay on here because having Uni's probably 2 of their best 3 batsmen back in the shed quite cheaply, they've got to stay on and really finish the job here. I think if they let Uni back into this game, they'll be very disappointed. But excellent bowling here from Tom Williams. As I said earlier, he's a very talented young junior.
Well, that brings Michael Ford to the crease. And certainly Michael has to, I mean, it's not, he's played 4 matches. He's not on a great run scoring at the moment, but he can bat very, very well. I've seen Michael bats very well in the nets in a couple of the 50 over games, but he really needs to steady this ship. And once again, trying to play the ball. Oh, it's a wide. But trying to play the ball rather than getting his eye in at the moment. And I think someone from the university club needs to really knuckle down. The non-striking batsman has just watched three of his fellow players out virtually in the same over.
Oh,
There
bowled.
it is again, clean bowl, playing the same shot across the line, trying to take the ball down the onside, and the bowler bowling very, very straight. One would suggest that a bit of circumspection was needed then, Steve.
Oh, absolutely. I think that the university side here seems a little bit rattled. There's guys walking out who aren't quite ready to bat. And as we'll see from the replay here, just like the two LBWs, full, straight, hits the stumps. And the batsman there trying to work the ball down to fine leg. And the ball's hitting leg stump. See here from the replay. Stumps go down.
This becomes a tall ask now for Josh Morris.
And what a cracking over here
Just-
from Tom Williams.
You know, he hasn't had many bats this T20. Hasn't had to bat too many times.
Yeah.
So Mr. Norris really needs now. Someone needs to knuckle down.
Tom Williams has been outstanding here. 3 for 1 this over, and the one was a wide. So let's see, there's a left-handed batsman now, so change of sides. Let's see if he's as accurate to the left-hander.
Just shows what happens if you bowl quick and straight. And that's the first defensive shot that's been played in 2 overs, which was needed somehow to right this ship, because otherwise, you know, I don't know how university can defend. You know, they can defend under 70 or 80 runs at this rate.
Yeah, it's an excellent over there from Tom, but I think he's been well backed up at the other end by Jamie Phillipson. His over was also excellent, 1 for 1. So between the two of them, 4 for 2 in 2 overs, which has really, really rocked uni and put Northern Districts in the seat.
Without a doubt, there, Steve. Without a doubt, you'd like to be on them at the moment. The way they've bowled, and the way you've got to give credit to it. But the way the university batsmen have come out to really take him on when probably they just needed a few defensive shots. And there it is. It's in the air. It's hit. They're going for a big shot there. Hit over long off, over the mid-off fieldsman. It was a risky shot, but got away with it.
And I think for University, while Pathania is still there, they're definitely with a good chance. In a game earlier this year, he made some big runs for University against Northern Districts, and definitely took the game away from them. It's one of the few games that Northern District second grades lost this year was to University, and Pathania was the main reason that Uni got up that day.
Well, he's been a passenger, just watching all his teammates either get leg before or clean bowled the last couple of overs. Hasn't had the strike at all, and now as soon as he had the strike, a risky 2 but a good shot, and then a well-run single. But Northern Districts definitely have their tails up, as any team would at this moment. And to the credit of the this young leggy, he's still throwing the ball up.
I think a good little challenge here, these two. Left-handed batsman to the leg spinner. Oh, big swing straight up. Probably not exactly what University wanted, but I know Phillipson will be looking to bring this back through the gate, take his stumps, and I'm sure Norris will be looking to put him into the caravan park, but...
There's an opportunity, just played off his legs there. Just backward of square for a single. That was a well-played shot. Very, very simple, easy technique. It's probably something that needs to happen now. Technique, just for a few overs to right it. You know, to stop this Northern District onslaught, which is really created huge headaches and problems for the University club.
Oh, that was a very close LBW shout there. Be interesting to see a replay of that. Oh,
Well, he went
on
for
the full.
went for a ramp shot. Went for a ramp shot, almost paid the penalty, but maybe just outside off stump.
I think what you said before there, Jim, just a little bit of composure is needed from Uni here, and that maybe not be the type of shot that they need to play right at this moment.
Well, here comes the destroyer. The destroyer in his last over. Would he take 3 wickets? 3 wickets in his last over. There's plenty of scope and plenty of room for straight, fast bowling.
Oh.
Same again, but this time it's a wide, outside off stump. But the Mr. Norris chased that ball.
Yeah.
There's a slip in play now.
Again,
There's
a big flashing
deep third
drive.
man. And a big flash outside off stump. They probably feel they need to get the scoreboard ticking along, but I'd suggest they need a couple of overs with no wickets down.
Yeah, I think that's the key here for University at the moment. The run rate's still okay. 5.4's not a disaster. As I mentioned before, a lot of these finals in second grade have been won with scores around 100. But if Uni keep losing wickets like this and don't bat their 20 overs, it'll be a hard battle to get back in the game.
Yeah, that was much better played by Josh there. Much better, got behind the ball and played a good full face of the bat shot.
Oh.
Short. It was there. It was hookable, but he missed it, and that's the warning from umpires say that's the first delivery above the shoulder.
Yeah, like I said before, Tom's either at the head or at the stumps. So we'll see here. He's got 3 balls left in this over.
And he's coming around the wicket now too, Steve. I notice he's changing. Not quite sure why after he's been so devastating, but you've got to leave that up to the bowler himself.
These young fellas, Jim, they love to do everything.
That's probably why. That's probably why he feels that Josh might flash.
You can see in the background there, Daniel Wark wearing the blue camouflage sleeves, looking fabulous today. That'll bring the ladies back to cricket. Another good ball there from Tom Williams.
Good ball, but if Josh Norris plays straight like that, then he can really negate the around the wicket. I think as long as he plays straight. If he goes flashing, well, he's off stump. Then is vulnerable.
That's right, and I think like we said before, a bit of composure here. You're only 10 overs in. You're already 6 down. You don't want to throw it all away here.
See, that's a nice shot. Nicely played. Just drop the bat down and just to short third man there. Probably what University needs for a while. If they keep doing that and just keep the run rate ticking over, then I agree that bat to about 17 overs or whatever, and then if they've got wickets in hand, then they can have a go at it.
That's right. I think, as you said, just a bit of composure here. Take their time. Get these guys' eyes in, and both of these two can do the damage later on.
That's nicely played. Sahil looks like he's really taking it upon himself to bring the innings home so that University has a competitive total.
Yeah, so a bit of a change here for Northern Districts from the northern end. Young Phillipson's going to come off, and another young leg spinner, Bailey Ledbetter, coming on. And this is the one of the beautiful things that Northern Districts have is two excellent young leg spinners. And you'll see here, despite bowling the same sorts of deliveries, they both look totally different. The balls come out at different places, and they can really create some havoc here.
Being an off spinner, I am enjoying watching these young guys bowling.
Run out chance
risky,
here.
Yes, it's risky, and a direct hit would have been very close, but University scampered through for a single. And that brings Sahil. Sahil on strike again now. And this field is spread at the moment.
Oh,
very well bowled.
Excellent ball there from Bailey, beating the outside edge. Particularly for a guy who's been out there for a while, it's excellent delivery.
Yeah, you have to agree. Takes a lot of courage to keep throwing it up like this. And again, but this time, straight to deep long on there. A good shot, good cricket shot.
Yeah, it is an excellent cricket shot there, and but only for one run. I think a good field
shot
set
for one.
here.
Brings forward on strike now. Bit shorter. Oof. That was a bit too short. Just made it very, very easy for the left-handed batsman. That's money for jam for the left-handers. Short down the leg side, spinning down the leg side, and he just helps himself to 4 runs through backward square.
Yeah, very, very needed 4 there for University as well. I think Ledbetter will be pretty unhappy with himself there. Just poor execution with the ball. The plan's right, just got it wrong. And he'll be looking to bounce back here with this next delivery.
Short again. Got away with it this time. This time, I think it was pitched outside off stump. So that's, if he's going to be short, at least that's the best place to have it.
That's right. And well fielded off his own bowling too there by Bailey.
Yeah. Pitched up this time, but driven through the through straight past mid off. It's a very good shot. Michael hits the ball beautifully there, but it was over pitched and very, very well hit all along the carpet for 4 runs. A lovely off drive.
Yeah, excellent shot. Got the low full toss and put it away. That's the thing. He's been out there for 13 balls now. He's probably starting to get his eye in. And it's definitely what was needed there from University. 8 runs off the first over there for Bailey.
Yeah, so you can see the current run rate, 5.4. So still possibly competitive, but wickets the crucial part of this match at the moment. If Northern Districts can get into another 1 or 2 wickets now before the 15th over, University is in big trouble. But if University can hold out another 5 overs with these 2 batsmen scoring 4, 5, 6 and over, anything like that, then a competitive total can be reached.
We've had another bowling change at the southern end. Phillipson swapped ends and it's coming on. It's taken over from Tom Williams.
First delivery pitched up and hit out. Nice shot. Hit out too long on. But 1 run.
And the projected score at this run rate's 108, which, while it might not sound like a lot, can be enough in these games. Finals cricket, anything can happen.
So this brings Josh Norris on strike. And that's beautifully bowled. No, not beautifully bowled.
Yeah, excellent delivery there from Jamie Phillipson.
Batsman's back leg was always in play, just missed the ball. It was nicely bowled. Good flight and well taken by the keeper. The bails off in a flash. Once again, some lovely cricket.
Little replay here. Oh, dragging the foot.
Very close, but I think in the end, the right decision.
Yeah, excellent gloves there from Robert Murphy behind the stumps.
Once again, playing along the ground. So Josh is now, he's playing full face of the bat, playing a lot straighter, and they're scoring some runs to keep the keep the scoreboard ticking over. So at the moment, that's what has to happen.
Oh,
nicely bowled again. Tried to late cut that, but missed it.
Yeah, I don't think that shot was on there, Jim. I think it was quite a full delivery, and he was a long way back. I think he very lucky to get away with that there.
That was a bit short. This time he's played it a bit shorter outside off stump and played it down behind backward point. Quite a good shot by Sahil.
Yeah, nice little shot there, but never any danger for Northern Districts with the sweeper out there at point. So 3 runs so far from this over for Phillipson. You're looking for a dot ball here to shut this out.
And he's bowled. Took a bit of a swipe at that. Bit of a cow corner shot there. Horizontal bat and got away with it. Didn't quite time it. Got away with it out to deep mid wicket there. So 4 runs off that over, which is what the University Club needs to keep things ticking over.
And I think Northern District's very happy with that as well. When you've got a spinner bowling and they're going for, 4 runs and over, it's excellent. So far, Jamie's 3 overs, 1 for 9. He'll be very happy with that. Northern District's continuing with Leadbitter here. He'll be looking to improve on his last over.
Okay, so 13 overs gone. 7 to go. Projected score around 104, 105 at the moment. And Josh Norris on strike. Let's see how the young leggy goes this over. Just slightly over pitched and just along the ground into the covers. He's got good protection on the leg side. Got a deep square leg and a deep mid wicket. Now, of course, the right-hander is in.
The one good thing about sitting side on here, you get to see that flight and shape of the ball in the air, and he's definitely getting a lot of dip out there, Bailey. So hopefully he can take advantage of that here for Northern Districts.
Wasn't a bad delivery, that one. It wasn't short, wasn't full, and he really, Sahil, could not get the ball away then. Must have been pretty straight. Now he's in a bit of strife here. He's skied it. Out to deep mid-off. That was, I don't know how you describe that shot, Steve. I'm not quite sure about that one.
I don't think he was really in control of it, and I feel like he might have got a bit of luck where that ended up. I think he was looking more sort of mid-on, sprayed out to mid-off. Sometimes you've got to ride your luck, and I think he's batted well, so
yeah, he has.
Probably deserves a little bit there.
That was a lot different that time, but
there
it is. Same type of delivery, skied straight to deep mid-on, and a catch beautifully taken. Very good bowling, very good cricket, good fielding. The old 1-2.
Yeah, one too many times, Jim. I think after that last shot, he should have just calmed himself down, played a nice steady shot. University were just getting themselves back into the game. And then I think, unfortunately, he'll look back at that and think, I threw that away. Here's the replay. Excellent delivery from here from Leadbitter. Thrown up. Good drop. Phillipson, 10 in off the fence, straight in.
Very well taken, yes. Very well taken. Yeah, University in a fair bit of strife now. So he'll out for out for 22, I believe. So once again, maybe not needing to do that yet, because there's still so many overs. maybe not necessary at the moment. 7 for 72 University at the moment.
Simon Irish, the new batsman. I'm going to give him a rap here and call him an all-rounder. You're welcome, Simon. You owe me $50 later.
He would love that. That's nicely played, Michael Ford. They crossed, of course. Once again now, some composure needed because, Northern Districts are in the ascendancy here and University need another 30 to 40 runs. And that's
excellent.
well played because that was a very good delivery. Not much you could do with that one.
2 really good balls to finish off the over there from Bailey. Definitely brought it back after his first over with those 2 boundary balls.
Well, Josh Norris now has to take control of this game. He's got to know that there's 6 overs to go. And 4 and over gets them to, around about 100. And as Steve rightly has said, on the size of this large ground, it can be defendable if you bowl well.
Yeah, absolutely, Jim. And
But 72, I don't think can, Steve.
I'll never say never. Being a bowler, I reckon I can defend anything. But Jamie Phillipson bowling his last over here. It's been a fabulous spell from the young leggy.
Yeah.
Really showing his class. And just for the ladies out there who are watching, Jamie is single. He's looking for love. So if you think you can fit the bill, send an email through to the Northern Districts Cricket Club Committee. We'll be happy to pass on his details.
That was beautifully bowled, perfect length. Batsman came on the front foot and was beaten. This time, it's a bit too pitched up, but Simon Irish off the mark, straight to deep square, I suppose, deep, just in front of square leg, all the way along the ground. Not a bad way to get off the mark if you get a ball like that.
Yeah, and that ball, full toss above the waist. It's been called a no ball by umpire Say, so it's allowed a free hit here for University. And as the batsmen have swapped ends, the Northern Districts are allowed to change the field here. So Captain Ralston's really brung in the changes, put a lot of people back on the fence. Phillipson's a smart campaigner here, so let's see what ball he comes up with.
Of course, what did he come up with? And there's the 6 he came up with. Now, why did he do that? He's been bowling splendidly. He came in, he bowled short, fast. I don't know if it's his slider, I don't know what it was. It was like a medium pacer. And the batsman just played through the line, backward of square for a very valuable 6 runs.
Yeah, probably not the best ball to come up with in that situation.
See, the batsman just took the pace of the ball then rather than him having to force it.
Oh.
And next deliveries are wide. I think the lesson from there is, Steve, you're bowling well, you're pitching it up. No need to do what he just did.
No, and that's it. He had all the guys out on the fence in the right areas to defend a good leg spinning delivery.
He just shortened his length up the last 3 deliveries, the young guy. Blew his figures out. I mean, he was 1 for 9 at the beginning of this over, of 3 overs. Just blowing out somewhat now. Still bowled very, very well. Much better length. That's
excellent finish there.
Still 1 delivery to go. And that was well played by Simon. Let's move the score on to 80 now. And there it is, short again.
And out.
But hit skied straight to deep mid-wicket, straight down his throat virtually. Simon, unfortunately, he'd probably like to take that shot back. That was a short delivery, but the young bowler got away with it and got his 2nd wicket. Simon not quite getting over the top of that one.
And that's the thing, Irish can be a very devastating batsman, so I think that's a big wicket there for Northern Districts. You know, I have seen him before take a quick 20 or 30 off only a few balls. We'll see here on the replay. Just picks out the man. Tom Williams on the fence. Straight in, no dramas.
Very good catch, but wasn't an easy one. It was down low.
He's a very good fieldsman out there, Tom. Sometimes a bit wild with the throws, but doesn't mind throwing 4 overthrows, but that's all part of the game. So Northern Districts definitely in a commanding position here. 8 for 81, University, after 15 overs. And the Butchers will be looking to finish this off here quickly. Not allow Uni to face all 20. So Leadbitter's going to continue from the northern end.
And Cooper Tim into bat.
Yeah, unfortunately for Uni, the batsman crossed there and it's left the new batsman on strike.
Well, he's played straight first delivery. That's the way to start. At 7 for 81. There's still plenty of overs to bat. Cooper Tim.
Yeah, 2 dot balls straight up there from Leadbitter. It's excellent for Northern Districts.
Needs to play straight here and let Josh take the brunt of the money of the bowling. There's a quick run single just along the ground, just slightly. Bowler couldn't pick it up on his follow through, and
just a little misfield there from Bailey. He's very good off his own bowling. I think that was his wrong 'un too. Perfectly bowled, put the pressure on the batsman, and just a little cheeky single there, but good running from University.
But Josh Norris now on strike. That was a bit short, could have easily gone for the big shot again, but I think played very, very well and just decided to play a defensive shot just to mid off. He's hit this one pretty well.
An excellent catch from Phillipson on the boundary.
Well, that ball was hit. This is a great fielding exhibition and great catching exhibition because that ball was beautifully struck to deep, long on. The fieldsman had to make a lot of ground to cover it and took the ball very low. This is a magnificent catch, almost a game winner.
Yeah, I was just thinking, here we see the replay. Norris went for a big hit. A lot of time in the air. Phillipson coming across. Excellent catch.
It was there to be hit, but that is great fielding. That's what you want of the young fieldsman out there. That's brilliant by Northern Districts fielding.
I was just thinking there, Jim. Norris looked like he was composed at the crease. I thought he'd realised he was the key for University here. And then went the big hoik while there was protection out there. Probably regrets his shot now.
Steve, he thought he got onto that one. You know, it wasn't a bad shot, but the fielding and the catching has just been outstanding.
Yeah, it's definitely been a tactic from Northern Districts throughout the T20 competition here. Everyone knows that the batsmen like to go after the spinners, and Northern Districts have set the trap. And probably the last two or three wickets have been key for Northern Districts. That University batsmen have fallen for that trap. So 1 wicket to get here for Northern Districts. Excellent over there from Leadbitter.
So Shivan Chaturvedi now, the new batsman.
Yeah, Leadbitter 2 for 14 off 3 after going for 10 in his first over. So it's a massive comeback from the young player.
So Josh batted very well, 21 off 22. It was almost a run a ball. But University now in in a lot of trouble at 9 wickets down for 81 runs. And Northern Districts now coming in to prosecute this innings. This young gentleman again, is it,
Yeah,
Steve?
Tom Williams back on from the southern end. He'll be looking for the stumps.
Yes. Yes, he will. The Northern Districts want to close this out. Close this out in the 16th over. You know, and who would go against him the way he bowled earlier? Batsmen still, if they play straight, they can still eke out a few runs and maybe get themselves to 100, but still flashing outside off stump.
Yeah, I agree with you there, Jim. It's just unfortunate they've left it up to the last pair here, but I think it's crucial now for Uni to face these next 4 overs. Northern Districts have bowled a few wides, so there could be some free runs on offer, and even if it's just 2 or 3 runs and over from here, get that score up towards 100.
That's right. They're still scoring at just over 5, which means there it is. There's the edge, and very well taken by the keeper. Just short of a length. Batsman just throwing the bat at it, getting the fine edge, and University all out for 82. Very, very well conceived by the Northern District skipper there to bring on their strike bowler to close the innings out.
Yeah, excellent spell here from Tom Williams. Here's the replay of that ball.
Look at that.
Gets a bit of bounce. Excellent ball, take the edge. Great catch there by Murphy. 4 for 7 off 3.2 for Tom Williams. Excellent display from the young all-rounder.
Yeah,
Northern Districts will be very happy with that, and I think
match-winning display there. You know, unless we see some imperious bowling by the University side, they'd be not happy with the score, especially the way the middle order collapsed due to the bowling of this young exceptional player.
You can see the scorecard there. A decent start from the openers, but then it fell away quickly. I think the key wickets there of Sproul, Lee and Ford to Williams in quick succession, then followed by a key wicket of Norris by Leadbitter, and some excellent bowling from Warburton, Davidson, and particularly Jamie Phillipson through those middle overs, keeping it exceptionally tight. And for a leg spinner to bowl 4 overs for 18 and take 2 wickets, it's a phenomenal effort.
Yes, they're outstanding. Young Mr. Williams with 4 wickets. That's quite a game. Quite a game and a match winner there, match-winning performance. However, as we say, it is still cricket, and a team was out the other day. I noticed a 3rd grade team, even though this is 2nd grade, was only chasing 90-odd and were all out for 41 the other day. I'm not suggesting that would happen here, but it still requires good, controlled batting to win the match.
Yeah, I think you're right there, Jim. It is definitely both teams have to bat, and as we've seen before, low totals have won it here in 2nd grade T20. So I think Northern District still have a lot to do, and University are an excellent team. So anything can happen.
So Steve, my question to you is: do you think they come out maybe a couple of overs, having a bit of a blaze to really bring the scoring rate down, or will they come out sensibly, play straight, and virtually if they play straight, the runs will come off the bat anyway?
Yeah, I think the Northern District's openers are quite aggressive anyway, so I think they'll come out and try and stamp some authority on the game quite early. But I think, as you said, having such a low total to chase, it does give them that advantage where they can take their time. They don't have to go after every ball. They can wait for it to be in their zones and then go after those balls.
And there's the scorecard there. Sahil, top scorer with 22. Josh Norris with 21. Gavin Barlow opening 12. And Don Hearn, who was unfortunately run out, but that's the way it goes. And just have a look at the bowling for the Northern Districts. Tom Williams, 3.2 overs, 4 for 7. Jamie Phillipson, 2 for 18. Bailey Leadbitter, 2 for 15. A really good performance. some hope for University, but it means they're going to have to bowl extremely well. And let's hope for a good game of cricket, needing only, University's 5.02 runs per over. Thurul needing probably, rather, Northern Districts far less than that, because University only batted for 16.2 overs.
Yeah, and I think that's the part that they'll probably regret most out of this game, win or lose. They'll wish that they had have batted the whole 20 overs. We'll have a quick break here and we'll be back shortly. We're coming back now with Northern Districts about to start their innings. So the two batsmen are Robert Murphy and Tom Williams. Murphy's on strike. So just a quick shout out here to the Hooper family in the UK. Hopefully watching this stream before Elliot plays in first grade. So just a hi from everyone out here at Northern Districts.
Yeah, Michael Ford. No.
So good little start there. First ball, top ball. Murphy playing straight. And dead ball there.
Okay, University's got an attacking field and they're going to have to attack. Cooper Tim.
Yeah, good start there. 2 dot balls to start it off.
Northern District's batsman coming forward, not playing anything off the back foot yet, really coming forward here. There's a lovely cover drive.
Excellent shot there
Slightly
from Robert
over
Murphy.
pitch. And it's a beautiful cover drive straight to the boundary. Very good shot, good start.
That's the type of shot that brings crowds back to cricket there, Jim. Excellent cover drive. Early onto the front foot, put it away straight through the gap.
Yeah, gave the fieldsman no chance there. And there's the slower ball, but the slower ball was also hit out to deep mid-off.
Yeah, good idea from the bowler.
Another 2 runs.
And not a bad execution either. I think it was more a good shot. See a quick replay here. There's that cover drive, just over pitched and put away by Murphy. And I think that's the way for Northern Districts here. Anything that's loose or not in the right zones, I think they just have to put it away.
So Cooper Tim's just remarking his bowling again. Still pitching it up. Batsman.
Big swipe there from Rob Murphy. He must have heard the early call of a no ball.
Yes.
He gets the free hit here.
It's the free hit.
The University batsman put away their free hit, so let's see what Robert can do here.
So there's deep square and a deep long on for this free hit. Now this young batsman, who's this batsman against, Steve?
Robert Murphy.
Robert Murphy. He's been on the front foot, batting in front of his crease. And went for the big swipe, as you would.
I don't think it's the right way to leave a free hit though, Jim, is it?
That's right.
That's
give credit to young Cooper here because he kept the ball up then, even though he knows the batsman's on the front foot.
It's a very good ball, but it's going to cost Rob Murphy a $10 note fine, I think.
Ooh, that looked wide, yes. He had to reach a long way for that. It's another wide.
Bit of early swing out of the hand there, which I think will shows a bit of promise there for the bowlers.
So very, very similar to the first over University faced, I believe. They scored 8 runs off the first over. Northern Districts is the same here, with 1 delivery to go. And there it is again on the front foot. So That's a pretty bright start by Northern Districts.
A good little single there.
And one delivery to go, so already 9 runs off this over.
And Tom Williams to face his first ball here.
That's it. Big edge. Kept the ball up to the credit of Cooper, taken by the keeper.
Excellent delivery there. Tom Williams sort
Taken
of
by
poking out in front of him.
Donald Hearn, yeah. Credit to the bowler there. He kept the ball up. He was being driven that over. He kept the ball up. The young batsman flashed outside off stump and got the faintest of edges, and everything then was done by the keeper. Well done. Here's the replay.
Here.
That's classic delivery. Ball pitched up, not quite, feet not quite to the pitch of the ball then, Steve.
No. Excellent delivery there, and probably just what Uni need. Nice early wicket in the power play. Put a bit of pressure back on Northern Districts. And as we said before, you know, a total's a total. You've still got to chase. So the new batsman's Daniel Wark.
So we now have, from the other end, Shivan Chaturvedi. Keeper up to the stumps. Very interesting bowler here in the power play. University also starting their power play with spin from one end. Shivan only played 2 matches in the T20. Very good bowler. Really puts a lot of work on the ball.
Very
Starts
aggressive
off with a
field.
short delivery.
Just one guy outside the ring. Sort of deep mid-wicket. Really trying to put the stranglehold on Northern Districts here, I think, with this over.
Yeah, he gets the ball to move away off the pitch to the right-handers. I actually faced a few deliveries from him in the nets the other day and got the ball to fizzle past my bat. Much better length and well played, well left by Northern District batsman. That's the length he needs. And again, nicely bowled and well played.
Yeah, good little start to this over here for Uni. Just the one run off 3 balls.
And once again, very good. Very good. A lot of backing up going on here by the non-striker. Came a fair way down the wicket.
Yeah, Rob Murphy's a very keen runner. He's very quick between the wickets.
And another good delivery. This is the right length at the moment. Batsman not taking any chances. And again, a very good over there. 1 run coming from it, well bowled. First delivery was a bit short, but the next 5 right on songs. Nice bowling there and a good start.
Yeah, excellent over there. As we spoke about before, with the total that Uni got, it does allow Northern Districts to take their time a little bit.
Yeah, there's certainly no rush here. In fact, it was rush of blood and rush to the head playing across the line in that middle section for the University. That's cost them a very good total. So I suppose Northern Districts understands this, and really, if they play straight to the very good deliveries and then take toll of some of the lesser deliveries, they'll get home easily. That looked like a long way out of his reach. He just got the toe of the bat to that one.
Yeah. But that little notorious fielding spot there right on the edge of the square with looks like the wicket that was probably used yesterday. Another fielder getting undone by it.
It probably would have been a wide had he let it go. He reached that far out to get it. But University's still attacking. They've got a slip and a gully and a catching point. That's nicely played off the pads.
Yeah, nice little tuck there from Daniel Wark.
That's better bowling from Cooper. He's trying to keep the ball right up, even though the first over, that's what he did. He kept the ball up. Now we'll see how this young... That's a very, very good shot. He waited for that ball. And it's gone to the boundary, a deep mid wicket. He waited for that ball and he played it. He just punched it. There was no big follow through. Just punched it through the onside.
Yeah, and it's definitely an off-pace delivery there, and I don't think that was where he's been successful. I think he's been successful keeping the pace on, bowling that good line there.
There it is, a slower ball, and he picked it, Steve, you're right.
That's
picked
right.
The slower
as soon as
ball.
the pace was off, it sort of sat up in this wicket and easily put away there by Murphy.
And that is a very fine shot backward of point. The ball's racing. It's going to be held up just in front of the boundary. Backward of point. That was a bit short and very well controlled. Got over the ball, played the ball straight to ground. A fine back cut.
Yeah, I think the bowler will be a little bit disappointed with that. I think he just overcompensated a little bit. I don't think his slower ball was a bad ball. I just think it probably wasn't the ball to go to at this point. And then he's followed it up with a on-pace, short, wideish delivery, which Rob Murphy's put away for 3.
That's much better delivery, good length, and well fielded off his own
excellent
bowling.
Fielding there.
Well
I know
done,
a thing
young
about
Cooper.
fielding off your own bowling, Jim. That's how I broke this hand and missed out on this game.
Last ball of the third over, 20 runs to Northern Districts.
Oh, great shot there by Wark.
That's a very fine shot. That's just it wasn't a real drive. It was more just a little punch for 2 runs. Bisected the 2 fieldsmen there. One at cover, one at mid off.
Yeah, not a lot of space there, and a good delivery from the bowler, but I think just an excellent little shot there. And as you say, he didn't try to overhit it, just a little punch into the gap and some good running.
So Northern Districts 3 overs. They're at 7, just over 7 and over at the moment, 22.
A good crowd in here today, Jim. Good to see all the fans of Illawarra cricket getting out and supporting. Hopefully more and more fans will get down here for a pretty epic clash, I think, in first grade. Same 2 teams again, Uni and Northern Districts. Best 2 teams, I think, and well deserved to be in the final. I think they're going to put on a pretty good display.
Yes. Shivan back now. Advances down the wicket. Nice shot along the ground to mid-on. And I'd like to say hello to the Greek community. I believe the Greek community was going to listen into this broadcast today. Arthur Kinnis, hello to you. That's a better length. The batsman couldn't really do much with that, unless, of course, it was late in the innings or he might have had a flay. But that's nicely bowled. Once again, very, very, very good length. Unless the batsman comes forward a long way, has to play that very conservatively and just block it out.
Yeah, good bit of patience here from Wark. He's just got to make sure when he gets that loose ball like that one there, he puts it away.
True, but his partner at the other end is scoring the run, Steve, so he's happy to just keep the ball out at the moment. And just runs with the shot there and just plays it to mid-on. Ball slightly over pitched. A good shot along the ground.
Yeah, I think that's it. That's exactly what Wark has to do there. Just get that ball that was slightly over pitched and put it into the gap and get down the other end.
Yes. Murphy doing the same here. Once again along the ground, straight to the skipper at fielding at mid-on. And,
yeah, pretty good over there from University. Still only 3 runs from it. But Northern District's at the moment in control. I think Uni really need to try and get a couple of wickets here. They're doing their best. They're still attacking.
And there's going to be a change of bowling here, Steve. Simon Irish, the all-rounder.
Definitely.
Is coming on.
Yeah, that's $50 for you too, Jim.
Even though he didn't look like he's more a bowling all-rounder at the moment. How about we go for that? And he's going to bowl to young Mr. Murphy, who is striking at above 100, enjoying himself, and I would hazard to guess that he'll get on the front foot to Simon.
Yeah, I think it's a crucial little point in the game here. I think, Murphy and Wark can really take this away from University with a few good overs here. I think it's really important here for University that they either keep it really tight or get a couple of quick wickets.
And there he is, see, coming. He really comes down the pitch a long way then. That ball was hit on the up. That was not an easy shot. It wasn't a drive. It was hit on the up, and he still managed to get 2 runs. He bisected cover and point. So credit to young Mr. Murphy. That was a very good shot.
Yeah, definitely a good ball there from Irish as well. He's an experienced campaigner and he knows what he has to do here. And, I'll be backing him to do his job here for Uni. So hopefully these 2 batsmen can keep just accumulating the runs and not take any risks. And
well, Murphy all he's doing is actually playing straight.
Yeah, it's been a very excellent display of getting the front foot down the wicket and hitting through the line of the ball.
Now we'll see how Simon goes to Wark. That's a much better delivery, forcing him virtually off on the. He played it from the crease. Didn't move his legs. Didn't have to move much, but got the full face of the bat onto it. It's a bit shorter that time.
Good little shot there from Wark. That's some smart batting.
Yeah, just a controlled little push to backward point gully there. No risk in that shot at all. Went straight to ground. Not a bad over from Simon. Really making the batsman play at the moment.
And he's attacking, and I think that's the key here for Uni. They've got to keep attacking. The total's not big enough to set the field back and defend. You've got to go after the wickets. And as we saw in the Uni innings, Uni were looking okay there at the start, and then all of a sudden a succession of wickets. And that can easily happen in this game, in this innings as well.
Yeah, true. Very good delivery then. He was maybe 1.5 meters. He played that on the up again, outside his crease. So he's coming forward a long way to negate any swing. And there's a nice shot. It's in the air. Oh, and it's dropped out at mid-wicket. It was in the air, which by rights, it should have been taken.
Yeah,
So Simon created the full shot then.
That's right. It's just that awkward position, isn't it? Just coming over the shoulders of the retreating fielder. Excellent effort there from the uni fieldsman. Just unlucky not to hold on to it. And great bowling there by Simon Irish.
Yeah, unfortunate for young Cooper there. And here it is. Here's a replay. There it is. It was a tough catch. Tough catch. He had to make a bit of ground, but in such a tight game, you would hope catches like that would stick.
Yeah, they're definitely the things that can make the difference. So unlucky for Uni there. They forced the error. Just couldn't come up with the final little blow there of taking the catch. But that should definitely give them hope going forward that there are opportunities out there.
Well, we have a change of bowling now from the northern end. Liam Perlow is on. Once again, good spinner of the ball. A little bit short to start off with. And smacked for a boundary behind. Just behind. That was a long hop, and that was money for jam. I think Bruce Toswell or myself would have hit that one for 4.
Yeah, definitely Bruce. Not sure about you, Jim.
Okay.
You're more of a single man, aren't you?
Yes. But that's not a good way to start when you're defending 80-odd runs.
No, it's
a little bit too short.
Definitely not what Uni needed, the sort of long hop free hit.
Liam's got to find his length here. That's much better length, forcing the drive.
Yeah, that's an excellent comeback delivery there.
They're still attacking, still got a slip. You know, they need wickets. There it is. There it is. Beautifully bowled. Came down the wicket again and stumped. Donald Hearn takes that's a good piece of deceptive bowling. Stumps and the bail's taken off very, very quickly. That was not a lot of time for this. Fine bowling and fine cricket.
Yeah, excellent delivery and great work from the keeper as well. Very quick with the gloves. And we see there Murphy playing a cross-bat shot. That's the first sort of cross-bat shot he's played. And there's the wicket.
Yeah, have to agree. He did not need to do that at all in terms of Northern Districts and the way their run chase is. Just a fine piece of bowling. The length was perfect.
Looked like it might have been the wrong in there from the bowler as well.
Yeah, he didn't quite pick it out of his hand here.
Yeah, I think as well, Murphy will be a bit disappointed with himself there because the required run rate's only 3 runs and over. And he sort of opened the door for University here. Jay Ferguson's the new batsman. Very experienced campaigner.
Liam starts off, however, with a short delivery again and just paddled away slightly just in front of just a cover there, short cover. A little bit too short that one, so Liam's got to get back on his length. Bowl the same type of length as he did to young Mr. Murphy.
Yeah, and I think the Northern District spinners showed them exactly what it needs to be, and that's pitched up, keeping it tight. And
there's a wide. Must have been down leg side, that one, I think.
And the pressure mounts on the batsman. A few dot balls, even in this type of a situation where the run rate required is only 3. A few dot balls and chasing runs in a final, batsmen can do funny things.
And there it is. Nicely bowled again, but it's a good dead bat. University would dearly love another wicket here to just get the doubt. Oh, too short, but only hit out to, Michael Ford out there. He's just out of deep mid wicket.
Yeah, got away with that ball a little bit, but still sensible batting there from Wark. Gets the run, no risk.
6 overs, 36 runs on the board, so batting at 6, they really don't need, and that's the end of the power play, of course, now. So the field restrictions are lifted, and let's see what University do. I don't know that they can afford to have too many out, because I believe they have to take wickets in order to win this match.
Yeah, I think you're right there, Jim. I think they have to keep attacking, but I think they need to work out where each batsman's going to hit to, put the fielders in the right spots, and really apply some pressure.
So they've got 2 men out. They've got a cow corner, and they've got a deep long on for Simon. And nicely played. Nicely played. Easy 3 runs. That was just a punch through the covers. There was no big bat flash or anything like that. There was just a little punch, and it, once again, placement was excellent because it bisected the 2 fieldsmen there at cover and at point.
Yeah, excellent shot there by Wark, but let himself down with the running. I think if it was a good throw from Sproul there, he would have been in a lot of trouble. Wark just sort of jogging along for 3.
It wasn't. Simon's coming in. It wasn't a bad ball, but it was just a good shot. And there's a good defensive full marker's name of the bat there, and that's the way Northern Districts has to play for a while. And that's a fine delivery from Simon Irish, keeping the batsman honest there.
And I think that's the thing. Northern Districts already halfway to the total. They've only lost 2 wickets. So they just have to keep waiting for those bad balls and put it away.
Yeah, missed out on that one. Tried to play it too far in front of point that time. Just backward of point then. Probably would have been a boundary. Got on top of it. Simon bowled it slightly shorter.
Yeah, I think Ferguson will be a bit disappointed with that. He just needs to stay composed, though.
That's well run. Quick single taken. Just behind square there. Just a short little tucked off the hips.
Yeah, real good little play there from Ferguson. Just tuck it away. And good running there from Wark.
There's another drive.
Well fielded there.
Yeah, straight to mid-off. Glenn Lee fielding it mid-off there. The skipper. Trying to work out, speaking with his bowler now, trying to work out how he can fathom a victory here. Ooh, that had to been close, even though the non-strike batsman then really ran through very, very quickly. But that should have been close. That wasn't far. That was just behind point, but well run. Another single.
Just that little spot on the wicket there again, Jim. That's 3 or 4 times today. It's caused a bit of drama for guys. Ball just shoots on or gets a bit of grip.
So 7 overs, 42 runs on the board, 2 wickets down. And a little bit cloudy outside now. So Liam Perlow now, it's back on again.
And current run rate for Northern Districts is still 6 runs and over. And the required rate is still at 3. So in a handy position, but there's still a lot of cricket to go.
Very good length bowling, that's the way.
Yeah, excellent
and
delivery
well
there.
played. Well played, not risking anything there. And he's going to have to bowl virtually every delivery there. He does have a deep point in case he bowls a short one. And there it is. Except it's been dispatched to deep mid-wicket all the way along the ground. That was, I would have to say, and the bowler wouldn't be too happy, that was a poor delivery on the leg side.
Just as you said there, Jim, anything but short. Wark got the short ball, and full credit to Daniel Wark there. Excellent placement, straight into the gap. If he'd gone squarer, there's a fielder out on the fence here, so he played it nicely through mid-wicket for 4.
That's a better delivery, even though he still had a bit of a free hit at that one. Didn't quite place it, went straight to a shortish cover. So Liam's got to find his length again now.
Just having a look at his bowling here, Jim. He definitely looks like he's getting the ball through. He's bowling a lot faster than what the Northern District spinners did.
Yes.
And I wonder if that might be to his detriment out there.
Yeah, that delivery was a lot quicker. So were the ones before. I think he should. Yeah, and again, I think he should be throwing it up a little bit more. There's an easy single there, just virtually bunted out to in between cover and deep backward point or deep point there.
Yeah, good batting there from Daniel Wark. He's hit the boundary. He knows that's all he needs to do off this over, and then milks the easy single when the ball arrived.
Much better delivery there. Much better. Good length.
Yeah, good over for Northern Districts there. 5 from it. And just on, well, he's on screen there, Daniel Wark, good young batsman coming through at Northern Districts. Once again in that sort of 16, 17-year-old. He's been performing really well. Got a promotion to first grade the other day. Scored 45, batting at 10.
I noticed Glenn Lee and Lee Sproul having a good chat there. Seasoned campaigners trying to work out some system to get the university team home. They need some quick wickets. It's well bowled. Still attacking. Got a gully. Got a slip. You know, a shortish point. There's a mid-wicket. Looks like it could be in the circle. So at the moment, everyone inside the circle.
I think for me, Jim, just looking at this field, where I think they could improve is that fine leg fieldsman. I know it's a bit risky, but Simon Irish, a very accurate bowler. I think you could bring that fine leg fieldsman over to the offside and really try and force Wark to play a shot over the top, play the big shot, or tempt him into trying to tickle one down to fine leg that might not be there. I think, you know, when you're at this point in the game and you're behind, you have to get a bit adventurous and you have to take the risks.
Yeah, I have to agree with you there, Steve. I think it would be, you know, that's the first ball he's probably bowled on the stumps. First 2 deliveries were outside off stump. But yeah, he probably got to take a little bit of a gamble now. Try and prosecute this and try and get a wicket and probably an extra run on the offside rather.
And I think it's a reasonable gamble too. I don't think Simon Irish is the type of bowler that's going to bowl that ball, you know, knee high down the leg side.
Yes, he's getting through again. I wonder if he's getting any movement off the wicket at the moment.
Yeah, 4 dots here from Simon Irish. It's a really good over so far.
Now he needs to bring it home for his team. He needs the 5th and the 6th dot if possible. And
excellent
once again,
shot there from
just
Daniel
a punch for a boundary. That is a very good shot. But as you stated earlier, had we had the extra fieldsman on the offside, probably would have went straight to him, Steve.
Yeah, I think so. I think that's the exact
Well
spot that you
picked,
would have had
buddy.
him. I'm just having a look at this. Not a bad ball there from the bowler. I think that's just an excellent shot from the batsman. Playing on the up.
Yeah, placement was very, very good.
And not trying to overhit it either. I think that's the mistake a few of the uni batsmen made, is that they were sort of blazing.
See, there it is again. Had you had that fieldsman there, probably would have had a maiden over. So, well
That's a
bowled by
beautiful
Simon.
shot
It's a
there.
shame, yeah, but you've got to give credit to the batsman there.
that replay really shows the class there of Daniel Wark. And for a guy who is so young, he's got an old man's head on his shoulders. He really thinks about his cricket. And
I mean, that was just all timing there, Steve. No flurry of the bat at all.
no.
Okay, Liam now back on for uni. They're past the 50 now. Thurul, Northern Districts. And just slightly over-pitched. Just for one there to mid-off.
Yeah, good little shot there from Ferguson. He is quite an aggressive batsman and does love to go over the top. So to see him playing composed like that is excellent from my point of view.
Yeah, I think I might be moving mid-on and mid-off up a little bit. Oh, and there's a bit short. Just off the back foot, plays out easily off the back foot out to deep cover. No problems with that. Bruce could have done that one easily.
I think what we were saying before is he hasn't necessarily bowled that bad here, the bowler, Liam, but he maybe just hasn't given himself as much of a chance as he could. You know, I feel like most of his balls are quite flat. I think that ball there was the
Much better.
sort of more flighted delivery, and I think that type of delivery seems to be more successful on this wicket today.
Well, that's the delivery that got all the wickets for the spinners in the, So I believe you're right there. See, that's short again. Just off the back foot here is just too easy. Oh, he laboured a little bit. He didn't run too quickly then.
Great bit of fielding from University there.
Maybe if he hit the stumps then, that could have been very close.
Oh, I think direct hit at him. Josh Norris with the fielding. Excellent job there.
That's a much better length. Look at that.
Definitely.
That
much
time
better
the batsman
length.
tried. He had a bit of a flay at that. Not needed. But I suppose it was outside off stump. That was well flighted.
Great shot there from Wark again. Got the low full toss, but picked out the fielder.
Okay, so Simon Irish now coming on for his last over.
Not a bad last over there for Uni, only 3 runs from it.
So
Still
we're at the halfway point.
Still probably just need to pick up the wicket, don't they? That run rate's just slipped a little bit there from Northern Districts down to 5.5. But the required rate's now down to 2.9.
Yeah.
But even still, a couple of wickets here and can change the game dramatically.
Yeah, that's what's needed. Simon. That was nicely struck, but straight to point there. Even though that bounce on the on the old wicket.
Every time.
Yeah. Batsman really trying to get his head out of the way just in case of a bad bounce. Did very well, put his body behind that because that was hit pretty powerfully. So Simon, he's maintaining his off-stump line.
Excellent shot again there from Ferguson.
Yeah.
But still that same little thing we were talking about last time Irish bowled, whether the fine leg's required. He could have been that extra person in there. Probably the last 2 shots that have gone through there would have gone straight to fielders. But it's much easier when you're sitting up here in the box, isn't it?
Yes, we could talk about it up here. Oh, there it is, dropped. Sahil at first slip, maybe second slip there. It's not quite first. That ball was skied. Yeah, well, he stopped it. I mean, he stopped the boundary, but look at that. It went high. He threw his arm, his right hand at it. Couldn't quite stick. Those ones have to stick. And then, of course, what happened straight after that? A big on drive, a bit of a non-necessary shot there, but it was a big drive, probably trying to play the same shot as the one before. but this time got it down to deep, long on for 2 runs.
Yeah, it was catchable, that one there to slip, but it's always tricky.
Yeah, they have to stick those ones, don't they, Steve?
Yeah, sometimes you need a little bit of luck.
And there it is again. That was a bit short. It just stood up nicely and said to the batsman, "Thank you very much. I'm going to hit you behind point." Skied it. Nicely played.
Really, that was the first sort of poor ball from Simon Irish. He's been bowling really well. Deserves a wicket. As you can see from his figures there, it's quite tidy. Just for Ferguson, short, wide. He's going to hit that for 4 every day.
Yeah, Simon's just got to get himself back on line here. Back on his right length. Get him playing off the front foot, that's fine. And that's the over. That's Irish finished. Yeah, look at that.
Bit unfortunate there for Simon. 8 off his last over. Just that one bad ball. Yeah, drops catch.
Nicely played off the back foot, I must admit.
Yeah, it's a very good shot. Gave himself some elevation. Made sure he cleared the field. That raced away. So 21 more runs to get. 9 overs to get it in. Required rates down to 2.3. Change the bowling here for Uni. Norris coming into the attack. He's had a pretty good game so far. Hopefully he'll be from the university perspective, the game changer here.
Well,
I'm sure Wark and Ferguson,
that's what they're trying to do here. They're still attacking. They have only one man outside the circle. Let's see, Josh. Starts off with a good, out of the back of the hand, reasonably good slow ball to start off with. Had the batsman thinking about what to do then.
Yeah, they've got 2 guys back here at square. Wonder if they're thinking he's going to bowl a bit of short stuff here.
Yes, he does. He can bowl with genuine good pace. That was a good slow ball to start off with. Once again, right on the money there. It's sort of out of the back of the hand at the moment.
Yeah. 2 little off-pace deliveries. Wark looks like he's watching the ball hard.
Yeah, he's probably looking for the false shot here at the moment, Steve. Trying to bowl those deliveries. Let's see if the batsman can just hold it. And that's an easy single, just tucked off the pads, just behind square.
Yeah, sort of 3 balls out of the back of the hand there in a row. Bit unusual, but only 1 run off 3 balls. It's a good start.
And again, same type of delivery. Seems to be working for them at the moment, so why change? It's got Lee Sproul out here at deep square. Maybe thinking he might sky one, going for the big shot down the leg side. Whereas there is the genuine delivery, and I think it looks like a leg bye.
Yeah, good little bit of pace there. Just not quite on the money. Just trickles off into the leg side for a single.
Yeah, interesting start to start off with four deliveries out of the back of the hand, just slightly slower. And then the 5th delivery was his actual pace ball. What's in store for us now? And again, the back of the hand. Very good over. Well bowled, deceived the batsman somewhat, and University needed something like that.
Yeah, I think the only thing missing from that over was the wicket. Well bowled.
Yeah, less than 20 runs needed now. So really, nothing to do for Northern Districts except play straightish, play the bowling as well as they can, look at the bowling, not having to play any big shots. Michael Ford, I believe, is coming on. Yeah, that's Michael Ford coming on to bowl now. Could be interesting here.
Yeah, we'll just see what type of field they set here for Ferguson. As I said before, he is quite an aggressive batsman. We'll see what...
Michael gets the ball to just fizz through sometimes. You're not aware it's coming through that quickly from his run-up, etc. Just gets them fizzing through and keeping low at times there, Steve. So I think they're hoping for maybe something to get underneath the bat, or, you know, maybe a leg before or something here. But the batsman equal to the task and plays a great cover drive. Probably the shot of the innings so far.
Yeah, that's an excellent shot there from Ferguson. Just probably a little bit overpitched. Straight into Jay's wheelhouse there, and excellent shot.
I mean, Michael pitching the ball up, trying to let the ball do its thing, but the batsman was well onto that one.
That's the thing as well. When you've set a low target, you really need things to go your way. And I feel for University, just a couple of things haven't gone their way. Those two chances for catches just slipped through the hands. And a few good shots from Northern Districts that have, you know, pierced the field. Just hasn't been their day so far, but still 15 to get for Northern Districts, so anything can happen here.
True, but I mean, I know the old adage of catches win matches. Northern Districts caught imperiously. They took some great catches in the outfield. I know the bowling was good, but there's a bit of a difference. A couple of those catches would have made a lot of difference. And that is just off the back foot. That's money. I'm sorry, but that's for a second grade top order batsman. That shot is just a lovely shot, horizontal bat, straight through the covers. Very, very fine shot.
Yeah, excellent shot there from Ferguson, and he's not going to miss that.
Looks like he enjoys waiting and playing that off the back foot there, Steve.
Yeah, he's a very good player, Jay, and
goes for a big whooshka of a strike there. Outside off stump, went for the big half volley, try to get another boundary there.
And when he gets going, he stays going. So, you know, there's still an opportunity here for University if they can get a wicket or two, but it's looking a bit more grim.
Yeah, definitely looking a lot grim. Northern Districts 2 for 72 in the 13th over.
And just on behalf of Northern Districts Cricket Club, I'd just like to give a shout out to all the people at Woonona Bulli RSL. They've been a great major sponsor of the club this year, and hopefully you're all enjoying the telecast and looking forward to the next game when first grade take on Uni. So to the RSL, thanks for your support this year, and we'll all be back there tonight.
So Uni is trying everything here. They only have one man out. That's a deep square here. Fine leg has just moved up into the circle to stop a single. Still trying to attack. and bowls short, so trying to do something different there.
Bit of a surprise from Norris there, on pace delivery. 5 slower balls last over.
Yes. No slip now, virtually a gully. But all the others apart from one inside the circle. And there it is, there's that man. It's saved that single now. Last over, that was a single there. And he's come up. And Josh, to his credit, he is now, that's 2 regulation faster deliveries. Still a little bit short. Gave the batsman plenty of time then to turn that around the corner. And there's the slower ball.
Almost gets the edge too. Very good little ball there. I feel like Wark was waiting for it, but really well executed by Norris.
Yeah, that time he didn't move his feet at all, Steve. He just he went for the big shot. Was deceived by the bowler. That was good bowling. And again, slower, slightly slower ball, a bit quicker than the one before. So he's got a few variations here. Really trying everything. And of course, the non-striker now has come down to have a word with his partner to say, listen, we've got this game. You don't have to be playing those shots. Let's just, you just be cool and let's both of us be not out when we pass their total.
I think that's a key thing there, Jim, what you've said. You know, despite having 8 wickets still, no one from Northern Districts wants to go in there having to get 1 or 2 runs. You want these guys to get the job done, particularly considering they've still got 6 overs to get these 11 runs. You don't want fresh batsmen going out there having to try and get the runs, putting pressure on people that don't need to have it on them.
Yeah, very true. Now Josh needs to really finish this over and tried the slower ball again, but this time the batsman waited for it and along the ground hit it past. It was a horizontal bat shot, but it was a very good shot past in between cover there and mid-off. A good over that time by Josh, but, you know, no wicket, which is needed at the moment.
It does make me wonder why he didn't bowl a bit earlier, though. This has been an excellent spell. None for 3 off 2. Maybe if it was used a little earlier, it might have played into Uni's favours a little more.
All right, here's young Michael again. But this time he's got a deep long on. Well bowled. And hits. Oh, no. Well bowled. Quick single.
Wark, I think, a little bit on his
his
toes.
He was a bit on his haunches, wasn't he?
He wasn't ready to go.
You know, Ferguson knew it was a single in it. He was off straight away. And he called straight away. We could hear the call. Well bowled. Nicely struck. Just very, very casual, almost Mark War-like. Then that shot just played it as if he was waiting for it. But Michael is staying outside off stump, which is important at this stage.
Oh, great shot there.
That is a good shot. That's gone straight past out to the fieldsman, that deep long on.
Good 2 there for Wark. He's played a pretty composed innings so far, and excellent little shot there, really showing his class.
Beaten.
Excellent delivery there.
Outside off stump, good length, beaten. He drew the drive, and it wasn't not really moving his feet, not really doing much there. Well bowled, young Michael, but no edge.
Yeah, no, excellent ball there.
And again, similar delivery, nicely bowled.
Yeah, Wark just getting sucked into two little flashes there. It's a shot that he hadn't been playing all innings. So excellent work here from the bowler, drawing that shot out.
Yeah, he's keeping that line outside off stump. That's the over. It's a fine over by young Michael. Fine over, but Northern District's 2 for 77. So possibly.
So just 6 runs required here for Northern Districts.
1 hit away, possibly. But I don't know that the batsmen are going to be going for a 1-hit victory. I don't think so.
Jay's that type of player, though. We could see anything here.
All right. Let's see here how we're going. There's a full pace delivery to start off with.
Yeah, good ball that. Right up there in the block hole. Making it hard for the batsman to get any sort of power into a shot.
He has done very well, Josh. He's come on and bowled well. You're right. Your sentiments earlier there, Steve. Maybe he could have been used a bit earlier just to see, because he has been trying to deceive the batsman. There it is again. There's the slower and well fielded.
That's
nice
a great
hit.
little bit of cricket there.
Yeah, well fielded.
Great shot.
That could have been a boundary there, so nicely fielded at cover.
Excellent fielding and a good throw. Keep the pressure on the batsman going between the wickets.
Yeah. There's the full pace delivery again, but just it was on the pads, just easily played out to mid wicket there, to around square.
Yeah, Wark's been very strong off his pads in this game. Anything that's been in and around his pads, he's worked away nicely. 4 more runs needed here for Northern Districts.
There it is.
Side ball.
Oh, and he's dropped.
Just short of Sproul in the outfield.
Yeah, I think it was just short. He bowled it. He bowled the short delivery. He tried. He tried to bowl a bouncer then, and the batsman had a go at it. Here's the replay. Had a good go at it and really got a top edge. Yeah. But yeah, just falling short of Lee Sproul there. Bad luck.
Yeah, very unlucky, I think, for both sides there. I think Jay's very strong in that area. He'll be disappointed he didn't cream that into the grandstand. But for University as well, they got the top edge. The ball flew into the outfield and just fell short of Sproul out here on the fence.
There's a slower ball.
I think that kind of wraps up University's day, doesn't it? It's just been stuff like that. Fell a metre short, couple of missed catches, few opportunities. Well,
that middle order, Steve, with those ducks and the 1, 5, 6 and 7, that was crucial for this game.
Yeah, you're right there, Jim. That little spell there from Tom Williams and Jamie Phillipson. Bailey Leadbitter, excellent little session there.
Look, he's bowled short again. Tried the bouncer again. So he's given his all, Josh Norris, hasn't he? He's tried everything. He's tried to deceive the batsman. He's done everything possible for his team, but just not to be at the moment.
I think that's the thing. 3 overs for 6. Could have had a wicket in that last one there. Fabulous spell. It's probably just as good as anything that anyone from Northern Districts has put down, minus the wickets.
Yeah, a good effort, but that sinking feeling starts to creep in when you're the fielding team at the moment now.
The required run rate for Northern Districts is down to 0.75.
And there it is. There it is. Outside off stump. Big flash. Big flash. Backward a point. A good shot. And that's the end of the game. Northern Districts comfortable winners. 2 wickets down. University disconsolate, but only, the batsmen couldn't do much about it. The bowling was superb in those middle overs. Batsmen, however, playing across the line. Overall, Northern Districts batsmen played straight, and in the end, the just too good on the day, and University has to acknowledge that.
And that's the thing, 2 great sides going head-to-head here, and it comes down to moments in finals, and I think Northern Districts just got the better of a couple of moments, and in the end, what looks like an easy win was still a hard-fought win, and credit to University. Great T20 season they've had, and a really good performance here in the final. But to our boys, Northern Districts, excellent result. Wish I was out there with you, but, sitting up here with Jim, it's been good to watch.
Both teams coming out to congratulate each other on a fine T20 season. In cricket, there's one winner, and today Northern Districts were by far the better side, and University would be the first to acknowledge that. They know they could have done better, but that's what happens. And the Northern District, the University team, congratulating the umpires who had both umpires had a fine match. Nothing too much for them to. No criticisms, no problems at all. A really good cricket match, and the worthy winners were Northern Districts.
Yeah, and full credit to both sides. They both played a hard style of cricket, but super composed. No one getting angry at decisions. No poor behaviour. It was a real example of what Cricket Illawarra represents. These 2 teams going at it. Excellent result for us in the end.
Yes, and there's the card. You can see the batting card. That's the problem with the University. Only the few of the batsmen getting a bit of a start, whereas look at the bowling from Northern Districts. Yes, and they're coming off worthy winners. Congratulated by the crowd. Crowd enjoyed the match. A good match. Some good, excellent tight bowling. Good batting as well to bring that home. Well done, Northern Districts.
thanks to you. We know you guys probably didn't have your best day today, and we're counting on playing you guys either in the semi-final or the final again. And, you know, we always know we have to be at our best to beat you guys. Luckily we were there today. There's a consideration, I'm sure you guys will be back. To our team, well, it's an honour and a pleasure to coach and captain these young blokes and Tug. It's an awesome combo of age and too much experience. Tom being, you know, under 15s player coming in and playing the way he did, and up until today, batting the way he did, really pushed us on. Guys like Phil and Bales, won some really tight situations and just got us through. So thank you everyone for your efforts in the team playing top, and let's just press on for SEC.
Yeah.